Our company profiles are built so that you can skip the first day of research. You get access to business overviews, financial performance, and primers on ownership, the type of work a junior analyst might do over a couple of days, but instead at scale for millions of companies and instantly available. We'll step through a profile in this video and take a look at how. Now, when you land on a company profile, the summary helps to distill exactly the key information you need to know to orient yourself on what the business does and how it's performing. We provide a mix of factual information such as the business description and financial performance, as well as wider market context, such as key competitors in our view, as well as our own assessment of the business's performance against a selection of 10 investment criteria. This summary view is built on a number of much more in-depth supporting tabs, but it's worth noting that at any point, you're one click away from being able to export the company profile in the format that you wish. It's also just one click to add a company to a list and make it painless to track in GainPro, although we'll cover that in a different video. Heading over to the business overview, what you get here is a really clear explanation of exactly what the company does, segments and products and competitive landscape around it. We also provide you with employee count on an annual and near real-time social media based basis, segmentation of the company across a range of criteria, and more detailed insights into their products, services, and subsidiaries. You'll see that there's also a section for conferences that the company is going to be attending, and that's really useful if you want to try to meet them in person. And on every single profile, we also break out all of our sources, as well as having a dedicated standalone sources tab. So you're always equipped to carry on researching this company if you need. Moving on to the financials, what you can expect with GainPro is a set of clean, normalized, structured financials for each company. We've got this icon here that lets me know that we've got the latest financials. Our automatic parsers have extracted whatever's available in the company registries. And if there is a scenario in which case we've received financials but our analysts are still working on them, those will be made available for you to download from here as well. In this case, we've got a profit and loss statement broken out into a style that an investor would expect, focusing on kind of the key growth metrics. We've also got some other interesting stats on the net debt and the balance sheet structured again in an investor-ready format and relevant ratios. And then you'll see there's this section for normalization adjustments that our analyst team have made. This includes things like non-recurring expenses or acquisitions made by the company that require some normalization. So you get the true view on underlying business performance. Again, the legal entities are available alongside the sources at the bottom of the page. We go beyond just saying, here's the investor when it comes to ownership, but we provide you with lots of context around that. In this case, there's the full history and overview of who's currently invested. We've got the management team's details as well as key investor representatives. You'll see that we break out the strategy that this has fallen into for them, as well as the relevant fund that we believe that company to be linked to. And it's that company fund linkage that really helps drive some of the unique investor insights that you can find on GainPro. If there's been previous funding round, platform deals, add-ons or divestments, we'll capture all of that. And we'll even include claims from credit holders. You can see we can view the individual lender or the detailed credits as well. Heading down the page, you'll see that we also provide ownership tree insights where we're able to break out who the shareholders are as well as the legal entities, which also have their own dedicated profiles. And you can also get this snapshot table view, which provides a bit more detail around all of the key shareholders and entities. So with those three tabs, we've covered what the business does, how it's performing, and who owns it. Some of the key questions our clients want to answer. I'll go a bit quicker through the next few, but they continue to expand on placing the company in its context and leveraging the insights available in GainPro to understand what it really does. When it comes to valuation, we provide you with similar public company valuations, so you can start triangulating a view on value, but also relevant precedent transactions. So these are private and public company precedent transactions, which could help you build that view. And again, you can filter these by type of deal. And finally, we have our own proprietary valuation algorithm. That can be another source for you to factor into any valuation assessment. Speaking of assessments, we score every company across 10 standardized investment criteria. And then we provide a handwritten pros and cons analysis for our curated profiles based on our analysts' research. So you can factor those into your understanding of how this company is positioned in its market. And through our uniquely clean deal linking, we're able to break out who the advisors are that are working most frequently with this company, in what role and in what activity. Now, as I've said, all of our sources are available if you want to go deeper, but these provide the core of the company level research. However, if we head over to the market tab, now we can zoom out, and we're moving away from saving hours of research to days of research. So we're able to place